good, everybody? Welcome back to LDuz Boxing. We're about to do this pre-gaming show, talking about the upcoming fights for this weekend. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, Twitter at OverJ, Instagram LDuz Boxing. Feel free to tap in for sure. We're going to get it going. We got a good fight week coming up as well. So y'all bear with me, you know what I'm saying? I also have the updated schedule on my website, so feel free to tap into that, lduzboxing.com. All right, we're going to get into it. King Mitch in the building. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. So we're going to start with the 23rd, June 23rd. We have a card from Ontario, California. You can catch it on the YouTube channel. Thompson Boxing YouTube channel. They normally have some good fights, you know what I'm saying, local talent, a lot of good matchups. They got a good main event. You got Jesus Saracho versus Tarik Zaina. That's a good fight. Zaina is undefeated, 12-0, 8 knockouts. And this is for a junior welterweight, some world rankings. I think it's a WBO regional title on the line. Saracho, he's coming off an upset victory over Cesar Francis. That was on the undercard that was on Pro Box card. And Francis was like highly ranked. I think he was like top 10 at the time that he lost the title. So he can fight though. He's a southpaw, a good puncher, you know, so it should be entertaining, good action. So you catch this on the Thompson Boxing YouTube channel on Friday night. This is pretty good action. TJ Sports Talk. No, my bad. TJ Sports Nation Network. What's good with you? Salute. What's going on? Alright, we're gonna keep moving. Now this is a big fight right here. You got Joshua Franco versus Kazuto Ioka. This is a rematch. These guys fought on New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying, for unification, the WBA and WBO. And I think the fight was a draw. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like that scorecards. I thought Joshua Franco won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So they gave Ioka the benefit of the doubt fighting at home. I thought he outfought him. He outboxed him. I scored the fight 8 rounds to 4. So they're gonna run it back. Ioka had to give up his WBO title. He had a mandatory in Junto Nakatani. So he gave that up to go right back into this fight, which, I mean, I can commend him on that, trying to right that wrong, you know. And then Junto Nakatani, we seen what he did, so maybe that was a bad matchup for him. But I like this matchup, though. They pretty much kind of even. I think Franco is a little bit more fresher, a little bit more fluent with his combination. They fight kind of similar, but I like Franco better. And Franco does well in rematches. You know, he got a trilogy and 21 fights. And most of his rematches, he does well. You know, he had 2 trilogies. You know what I'm saying? And I think he does well, make better adjustments in those rematches. But Ioka, you can't count him out. He's a veteran, 4-division world champion, been around for a while. I just feel like it's Franco's time, but it could be a classic. You know what I'm saying? Go back and forth type of fight. So we'll see. This one's a Bimba TV, you know what I'm saying? So it's an app for that. I got this in my description box as well and on my website. You got to go download the app to watch this, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be early morning on Saturday morning if you guys are interested in that. So, yeah. All right, stand on June 24th. Now, we got a couple of the next 2 cards that I'm going to cover. They coming from Germany, you know what I'm saying? And I'm covering them because this one right here is going to be on ESPN Plus, and the other one is going to be on DAZN. So they got some little under the radar small shows going down. But this one right here, you got Spomer versus Monticelli. So this one, it caught my eye because it's a WBO regional title on the line. It's a fight that's at 154. And I'm thinking about why would top ranking ESPN actually put this card on ESPN Plus, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking at the rankings. I seen Xander Zayas as top 5, top 3, something like that. That makes sense to me. So maybe the winner can get Xander Zayas down the line. You know what I'm saying? Spomer is the favorite. He's the favorite. He's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He's number 10 in the WBO. So with him winning, I can see that them trying to make the Zaina fight. Because Zaina is in a stage right now where he's probably not ready for the top guys, but you can get him some undefeated guys that got world rankings to build up his status more. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm paying attention to this fight. So this one will be on ESPN Plus. Y'all have to check y'all times for that. I believe it's 11 o'clock West Coast time. So this is the other one. This is another card from Germany, but it's gonna be on the DAZN. You got Sarah Bormann. She's the WBC interim champion. So that's the mandatory for Sinisa Estrada at 105 pounds. So that already give you an indication, what she can do next. She's right there in line for a world title fight. She's good. She's a good boxer. 16-0, 7 knockouts. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check that out. All right, we got the return of Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter is facing Donnie Palmer. Donnie Palmer like 6'10", you know what I'm saying? If you guys remember, he fought, Joe Joyce stopped him a couple years ago, I think in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Hunter, he got when he's active and he's engaged, he's like a top 10-ish heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He's been staying active in the team league they have. You know what I'm saying? He's been staying active with that, but what is it? Team comeback league. He's been staying active, fighting one-rounders and stuff. But he need to get on the ball because I feel like he can give some of these top fighters in the heavyweight division some smoke. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming back, man. We'll see how he looks. Try to find a link, or maybe this is gonna be on YouTube. We'll figure it out. We'll try to see where we can watch this at. But yeah, Michael Hunter was like #1 in the world in the WBA. Now he ain't ranked by nobody. He's kind of under the radar. We know what he can do. We know what he brings to the table. He just haven't been doing nothing. So it's good to see him back though. Also on the 24th, you got Tevin Farmer versus Avery Sparrow. This is from Philly. It's a Philly showdown. Tevin Farmer is back in the ring after 3.5 years out. He was supposed to came back twice last year versus Mickey Bay, but that fell through. But he's moving up to lightweight. So, lightweight is a hot division. Maybe he can, get a good win and see what he can do in that division after this. Sparrow is up and down. He can fight. You know what I'm saying? Good counter puncher. Got decent pop on his punches. You know what I'm saying? When he's in shape, he come to fight. You know what I'm saying? When he's in shape, he try to win too. He got up and down career as well. It's a lot of question marks in this fight because, me personally, I want to see how Farmer looks in this fight because the fight against JoJo, he had a lot of issues in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I was concerned about it. So he's been out for a while. So maybe those concerns is valid. So we're going to see. I know when he's at his best, he's a sharp boxer. You know what I'm saying? Good defense. He can fight. He can fight. He's not a big puncher, but he can do some things. And Sparrow is more of a counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to catch you, trying to punch with you, and try to hurt you. So this is a good fight. Good Philly fight, though. A good combat fight for Tevin Farmer. PDH Big Dog, what's good with you? Salute. All right, moving on. So the last two cards, these are bigger cards, bigger showcase. This is the zone. This one be live from NYC. You got Edgar Berlanga versus Jason Quigley. Berlanga is making his Matchroom debut, so he trying to look good and impress because he can get a big fight down the line. So it's some Puerto Rican flavor on the undercard. Pablo Valdez is on the card. That's Berlanga's homeboy right there. Harley Medeiros, that's another signee for Matchroom. Yankiel Rivera, he's on the card as well. That's the Olympian. So they got a lot of flavor. Khalil Cole is on the card. He's a light heavyweight prospect. He was a good amateur, you know what I'm saying? He kind of had a slow start to his career, but I like him though. He's solid. His last couple performances been real good. So we'll see if he can continue that. So on the undercard, you got a heavyweight contest with Karnacki versus Kuzmano. It could be a good fight though. You know what I'm saying? Both guys' styles, they want to fight. Karnacki coming off with 3 losses in a row. He on a three fight losing streak. 2 to Hilalius and 1 to Ali Demarizian. So he looking to get back, man. He need this win. Kuzmano is more so of a opponent type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He got good power, but you know, when he stepped up in competition, he ended up losing. Like he fought Dave Dubois on Jake Paul's undercard. He got stopped in 1 round. So that's something that I think that's the reason why they picked this opponent. With Kanaki, we know his style, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can change it right now, even though he got a new coach with Sugar Hill. I don't think you can change his style. You know, he coming forward. Maybe you can add some head movement to that. You know what I'm saying? But we know we getting from Kanaki, yo. Once if he trying to be a boxer, once he get hit, you know he's gonna resort back to what he know. So we'll see. He should be able to stop this guy within 2 or 3 rounds if what he was before. You know what I'm saying? When he was an undefeated contender. But I think he lost a step or 2. You know what I'm saying? That comes with, you know, if you don't got the good defense like that, that's what happens. So we'll see, though. Hopefully he'll get back on track. We have a new, so the co-main event, you got Rashad Maddie. He got a new opponent. He's facing Dakota Linger. His original opponent fell out, you know what I'm saying, had some issues. So he got a new opponent. And Linger, who's coming off a knockout victory over Josue Vargas. You know, he's more so of an opponent level guy too, but he's tough. He's been in there with a lot of guys at 140, up and coming guys. Elvis Rodriguez, he fought Zarella. He's been in there with a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? So he's facing Rashad Maddie, who is he's a good fighter. You know, he haven't progressed as much as I thought he would. You know, coming out the amateurs and stuff. He been with Matchroom and DAZN since they came over here. So 2018. And really, we haven't heard too much from him. Now, he's a good body puncher. You know, he can do some good things in the ring, good boxer. And this is a fight he should win. He shouldn't have to struggle in this fight. So we'll see. And this is 140 pounds. So him trying to, you know, put his name up there on that side, you know, 140 got some good guys over there. So, you know, in that division. So we'll see how he look. And then the main event, Berlinger versus Quigley. So Berlinger been out the ring for a year. You know, he got suspended last year in the Angulo fight where he bit him. You know what I'm saying? So he was suspended for the rest of that year. He left Top Rank, signed with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? So they put him in a spot where he can eventually get the Canelo fight. So, you know, this is a good comeback fight for him. Against Jason Quigley, who was, you know, he was campaigning at middleweight. Now he's moving up to super middleweight. And Berlinger, man, we know the story. You know, after his first 16 first-round knockouts, he's really been looking average. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Been looking average. But he got good start quality. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come out and represent at the Hulu Theater for him. It's, you know, I like him. I just feel like, you know, he got caught up into that knockout streak and he forgot what got him there. He can be a boxer puncher and get his man. He don't have to keep, you know what I'm saying? He fell in love with that. But we'll see. He's facing a guy quickly who's gonna come, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try to fight, but I expect Berlinger to win this fight. I just want to see how good he look and how much pressure he gonna have on himself. So, you know, we'll see. All right, then this is a PBC card on Showtime. You got Carlos Adames versus Julian J. Rod Williams. Adames is the WBC middleweight interim champion. He's facing a former unified champion at 154, J. Rod. So we're gonna talk about that. Here's the card, though. You have Fernando Martinez making his second title defense versus Jay Bonilla. That's his IBF mandatory. This is at 115 pounds. So, and we spoke on a fight at 115 earlier with Franco and Ioka. So possibly the winners can fight each other. But Martinez is good. You know what I'm saying? He got a good, solid, aggressive style. You know, he beat Cajas, and Cajas was a reigning champion for like 10 title defenses. He beat him twice. You know what I'm saying? So he's facing Bonilla, who was another Filipino fighter, southpaw. I seen him fight righty as well. He's a good puncher. Solid, you know what I'm saying? You know, they got that, you know, all the Filipino fighters are explosive, you know what I'm saying? So that's something to be wary of. But I like Martinez, yo. He got a lot of momentum, and he got some big fights ahead of him. Because they're talking about Chocolatito, they're talking about Juan Francisco Estrada. They trying to get all the big fights. And, you know, in this division, it's not like a big money division. So of course you're gonna want to fight the top guys so you can get that. So that's a good one. That's gonna open up the Showtime telecast right there. In the co-main event, man, I like this. This is Erickson Lubin versus Luis Arias. This is a good fight right here. Lubin is coming off the knockout loss to Sebastian Fundora. He's been out the ring for a year plus. I like Lubin, a good boxer, puncher, southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll fall into a fight. Like he fell into that fight with Fundora. He could have kept boxing him and he could have won. I thought he was winning at the time of the stoppage. So this is a good comeback for him because Arias to me is a little bit more one-dimensional. High guard, he gonna come forward. He gonna keep throwing the overhand right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna switch it up. You know, he has a decent jab, but when he's in his high guard, I think Lubin can outbox him and move around and spin him and get around the outside. And then use his talent. You know what I'm saying? Good jab. He got good power with both hands. So this is a good comeback fight. And I believe like the press conference is gonna be good too for this one. You know, if you ever watch Luis Arias' press conference, it should be crazy. Even when he wasn't fighting, y'all remember what happened with the Tony Harrison thing when Tony Harrison came off the stage because he was talking so much shit in the crowd. So I can expect that type of hype for this one once we see these guys this week. But I like Lubin in this fight though. I think Lubin can outbox him and win a decision. You know, and Lubin can, you know, he's young enough he can come back from his setback. And maybe get another big fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Either at 54 or 160. Let me add that in. So the main event of this, you got Carlos Adames versus J-Rock, Julian Williams. You know, interesting fight. You know, because Adames, he's like trending up like crazy. You know, very confident fighter. Been looking good his last couple of performances. Now I have to say, that Derevchenko fight, I thought he was slowed down the stretch. He didn't look, you know what I'm saying? He banked enough rounds early, but he kind of limped to the finish line to me and let Derevchenko steal the play. But he did beat him. I thought he beat him clear. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, finished kind of slow. But he can fight though. You know what I'm saying? He can box on both sides. He got power in both hands. You know what I'm saying? And he looking to put on some hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he feels like J-Rock don't have a chin, and a lot of boxing fans feel like that too. I ain't like how J-Rock been looking his last couple of fights, honestly. But, you know, we know he got a good coach. We know those guys can come up with a good game plan to, you know, to defeat Adames. Like, I mean, Adames is good, but it ain't like he's perfect. Ain't nobody perfect in this game. So that's why it's so interesting to me. What kind of game plan they gonna bring to the table? Is J-Rock rejuvenated? You know what I'm saying? From moving up to 160. I know this may be like his first true test at 160. I know he had a couple of fights above 154, but this is true. This is his first true test, and that's why it's so interesting to me. And the winner, you know, and another thing, it's a big fight because we don't know what Jamal Charlo gonna do. He's the champion, but he haven't fought in 2 years. And he talking about going to fight Canelo. Then if he go fight Canelo, that's basically meaning he not coming back to 160. So the winner of this fight is basically the WBC champion. You know what I'm saying? If everything works out. So we'll see though. I like Adames in this fight, but I can see J-Rock coming up with a great game plan. I want to see how he gonna react when he takes some of these punches. Because Adames, he crafty. You know what I'm saying? He got skills too. So this is a good fight though. Good fight. Looking forward to it. So yeah, so that's what it is right there. So lots of action. It's a good. Yeah, for sure. It look washed. Yeah, we'll see. We're definitely gonna find out. But that's what it is though. You know, this weekend is a hell of a weekend. I'm doing a quick recap and then get up out of here. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Alright, we got a Thompson Boxing Show, June 23rd. This on YouTube. Y'all can check this out. They have some pretty good action out there. Local talent. We got Joshua Franco versus Kazuto Ioka. This is a WBA title fight at 115 pounds. Rematch from their New Year's Eve fight. So you gotta catch that app on this one. There's an app for it that you guys gotta pay for. I haven't seen nothing else other than that. So That's what it is. This is a pretty good fight, though. We got a couple of small shows from Germany. This one right here is on ESPN Plus. The winner of this is a potential opponent for Xander Zayas based off the rankings. This one, another one from Germany. This is on DAZN though. Sarah Bowman, she's the WBC interim champion for Sinisa Estrada, so maybe with a win she can get closer to that fight. We got Michael Hunter coming back. He's fighting out there in New England. He's facing Dudley Palmer, the 6'10", 300 guy. 300-pound guy, so we'll see. You know, Michael Hunter like fighting them big guys and shit. Tevin Farmer coming back versus Avery Sparrow, you know, this weekend in Philly. So I want to see how he look though. He's been out for 3+ years, so that'd be crazy. And then you got the Berlinger card. He's coming. He's making his matchroom debut versus Jason Quigley in a fight that he should win. You got Kanaki on the card. Shat Maddy is on the card. So, you know, got some Puerto Rican flavor on the card as well. And then you got a Showtime card. Adamas versus J-Rock. This is for the WBC interim championship, the middleweight interim championship. So the winner of this can get elevated depending on what Jamal Charlo does. You got world title fight open up the show. Fernando Martinez versus Jay Monea. That's a good fight right there. That's a good one. And then the co-main, Erickson Luber versus Luis Arias. So overall, it's a good weekend of boxing. You know what I'm saying? A good weekend of boxing. Everybody got a little bit of everything for everybody. So that's what it is. So I want to salute everybody coming through. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't. You can subscribe to the. You can hit me up on my social media, Twitter @OverJ. Hit up the website @theunboxing.com. So appreciate everybody. That's my time, and I'm out.